all of us here today to rub minds together, share ideas and broad on our understanding of market dynamism. Market technical analysis could be traced back to 15th to 17th century in Asia and the Western world. Charles Doe, who is known as the grandfather of technical analysis, today started back in the 17th century, and since then, technical analysis has grown and spread across the world.
STAN has a vision of becoming Nigeria's foremost society in financial market analysis, where professionalism and integrity is upheld. Like I said, IFTA was incorporated in 1986 in the United States as a non-profit making organization. The first conference of IFTA was held in Tokyo in late 1988, and ever since, every year IFTA has always been having its annual conference. This year, the journey is to San Francisco by October. In Africa, we only have 3 of the societies here in Africa. We have the Egyptian Society of Technical Analysts, which was incorporated in the year 2000. We have the South African, the Financial Technical Analyst Society of South Africa, established in 1994, but became full member of IFTA in the year 2007. Certification. We had our members in registering for the Certified Financial Technician examination, and also ensure that our members are adequately prepared to succeed in that certification. Why become a member of STAN? Because it has no criteria as well. Internationally recognized certificates, CFT and MFT. MFT is the Master Financial Technician. So after you've passed the CFT, then you write the thesis, present it to IFTA, then you become a master upon approval.
The Commission believes that there is need for analysts to continuously sharpen tools, critically examining underlying assumptions to enable intelligent investment decisions, given the susceptibility of our markets to volatility. This would enable all stakeholders in the financial markets harness the benefits from such work, which would enable sustained growth of our markets.
So what has been our journey today? I think that what you can learn from this all is, how many people follow the debate about market data at the Nigerian Stock Exchange? Yeah, a number of people resisted it, right? Even though the arguments could be very, but the fundamental there is one of cultural issues, that we do not have any respect for data in this country. We do not have any interest whatsoever to be able to pay for data in this country, and we cannot recognize the opportunity that what the NSE was trying to do, and especially for those in this room who are technical analysts, is that what NSE was trying to do is about the foundation laying basis upon which your profession, our profession, can ever have any regard. I should try to explore that further down the line today.
One market that I trade, I trade lots of markets, but one market that I trade is cotton, New York cotton. And New York cotton does a turnover of, say, 40 or 50,000 contracts a day, which is quite low compared to the other big grains and so forth in the States. But the thing about cotton is that you'd think with a volume of 40,000 contracts, if you wanted to buy 5,000 contracts, for example, it's the sort of thing a fund might want to do in one clip, you wouldn't be able to do it without moving the market and pushing the price up as you try to buy it. But the funny thing about cotton is that the depth is there. If you try to buy it, there will be a seller. He appears. He's not actually showing himself, but they are there. And so, the volume comes in when it's needed. So, it is a very complicated question. And to make it even more complicated and avoid the answer, avoid answering it, is that liquidity is not constant. So liquidity can be there when you don't need it, okay? And then disappear when you do. So when the market's under stress and falling, then there are no buyers. Nobody's answering the phone, nobody will trade with you. But normally, there's a lot of two-way activity going on. So it's a hard thing to put a number on and be very specific and about it. And it's an interesting subject. It's difficult to. So difficult, and I would say even impossible to put a number on it. Don't trade anything that doesn't trade this. But here's a little crude way of doing it. Don't trade things which are very gappy. Okay, so when you have a chart which is full of holes, trade day to day between them, then there isn't liquidity in it. But if you go into a higher time frame, where those gaps start to fill, do you know what I mean? So let's say you have a daily chart and you have prices scattered all over the place with nothing trading in between, so there are no candles being formed. But then perhaps you go to a weekly chart, then there is a candle being formed, then you can do the analysis on that time frame. In that context, it's liquid. So just to avoid gappiness, which is something you see in the chart.
The effectiveness of technical analysis is really a function of liquidity itself. The more liquid, the more effective it is. The less liquid the market, the less effective it is.
I'm telling you, we are building a network across the globe and in the West African suburb of professionals who can actually advise. Now, you don't have to be at a loss. You can come on our website, look for analysts. There are people you can call that can give you advice.
Okay. Our honorable Mr. Martin Thomas, who is also the CEO of Legacy Insurance and a believer in the idea of the young people. Please put your hands together for me.